What's going on, champions? This is Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, special education and health teacher, here to take the fear out of fitness and help you be the best you. Guys, let's take off, and class is in session. Today we are going to talk about sudden cardiac arrest, especially in teens. In recent days, LeBron James Jr. had a sudden cardiac arrest episode while practicing at the University of Southern California. Now, prior to his situation, I was not going to talk about this because, out of respect for LeBron James's family, I did not want to talk about his son's condition when he was still in the weeds. But now that he is home, safe, and cleared from the hospital and possibly cleared to resume activities at a more moderate pace, I feel like it is time to talk about this, because maybe, just maybe, not only does LeBron James Jr. save a life by raising awareness, but I myself can help raise awareness to this as well. In my days as a athletic training student at Colorado State University, Pueblo, I have been taught life-saving measures and detection of life-threatening issues to therefore help student athletes survive detrimental situations. And in this particular situation, I have not experienced this directly, but I have been trained extensively to deal with it. And as a result, I am highly confident not only in my capabilities, but in the capabilities of athletic trainers and athletic training students everywhere across the country, because we are highly trained individuals when it comes to situations like those. And it is a credit to the USC athletic training staff that they managed to save LeBron James Jr.'s life. Guys, while it is not common for it to happen, in young people it is more probable to happen, if that makes sense. Typically there's only about 2,000 cases of this annually, but 2,000 cases can happen at any time, and it's like lightning striking. So as a result, every athletic trainer and student must be fully prepared to deal with a situation where a athlete or a student athlete may find themselves in a condition where they might suddenly suffer from cardiac arrest. Now, I'm going to read an article from the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia talking about sudden cardiac arrest, because there are many mitigating factors that can put a young adult in that situation. So without further delay, I am going to pull this up. What is sudden cardiac arrest? Sudden cardiac arrest occurs when the heart suddenly and unexpectedly stops beating. It's caused by an immediate loss of electrical heart function. It's different from a heart attack. A heart attack is when the blood vessels around the heart no longer are getting oxygen to it. Therefore, the muscles start to weaken, or the muscles begin to shut down because there's not an adequate amount of oxygen reaching cardiac muscular tissue around the heart. It's caused by immediate loss of electrical function, usually from an irregular and rapid quivering of the ventricles, called ventricular fibrillation. Rarely, the abnormal rhythms can resolve on their own. Usually, through these rhythms degenerate to ventricular fibrillation, cardiac arrest in which the heart is quivering, or asystole, cardiac arrest in which the heart stops beating. Early emergency treatment with cardiopulmonary resuscitation or automated external defibrillator can help restart a stopped heart and allow return of normal heartbeat to help prevent sudden cardiac death. Although sudden cardiac arrest is rare in children, it can affect anyone, even those who are physically fit. Each year, sudden cardiac arrest claims the lives of over 2,000 children and adolescents in the U.S. and accounts for approximately 3 to 5% of all deaths in children aged 5 to 19 years. It is also responsible for 10 to 15% of sudden unexpected infant deaths. Risk factors for sudden cardiac arrest include athletic activity. 2/3 of deaths are caused by sudden cardiac arrest in children occurring during exercise or activity, accounting for 75% of all athlete-related deaths. Congenital heart disease, abnormal heart rhythms, known abnormal heart rhythms, to undiagnosed cardiac conditions, obesity and hypertension, exposure to drugs, medication, toxins, infectious agents such as cocaine, inhalants, recreational or club drugs, and some prescription medications. Also, the legalized form of a speed drug, caffeine. If you are consuming high levels of caffeine on a regular basis, your heart may tell the tale. All right. So I don't know exactly what caused LeBron James Jr.'s sudden cardiac arrest. However, with the mass consumption of caffeine nowadays, I wouldn't be surprised if caffeine played a role in it, or high levels of caffeine played a role in it. Family history of no heart abnormalities, sudden death before 50 years of age, conditions known to cause sudden cardiac arrest such as long QT syndrome, which is basically the heart waves, the electrical impulse waves is the QT wave, and basically the QT wave is long, and then it takes forever to get through the PQR wave itself to return. So if you look at an EKG, usually it'll go like this: high level, roll level, and then and then it'll go up, down, back up like that. If there's a long QT rhythm, that can cause sudden cardiac arrest. All right. So from here, I'm going to go to symptoms because I've already went through some of the things that causes it. However, here we go. Warning signs may include exercise-related chest pain or discomfort, unexplained fainting, which is called syncope, or near fainting, especially with or just after activity, repeated episodes of unexplained fainting, history of recurrent fainting, dizziness, lightheadedness, racing heart rate and palpitations, excessive fatigue or unexplained shortness of breath with exercise, recent viral infection with chest pain or change in exercise tolerance, history of heart murmurs, whose cause has not been determined with certainty, history of high blood pressure, prior evaluation of treatment for cardiac condition, and restriction from activity because of a cardiac issue. If any of these things are occurring with your child, you need to be very, very careful on how your child is being active, and you need to keep a very close eye on your child, because at any given moment, a sudden cardiac arrest event can in fact happen. And it is imperative that the people around your children are highly competent, life-saving individuals. Luckily for the students that I have, I am a basic, a BLS CPR trained person. At one point in time, I was advanced course life support saving certified. I've let that lapse for the time being, but I will go back and get it in the near future. Okay, but I'm going to land this plane now. Guys, sudden cardiac arrest is not something to play with. While it is very rare, it is important that you remain forever vigilant when you're watching young adults perform, because like the situation with Damar Hamlin, anything can happen at any time. And if you are not on the top of your game, somebody could lose their life. And unfortunately, it does happen. Like I said, 2,000 kids lose their lives annually to this. However, your knowledge, education, and training can be the difference in being one of those 2,000 children and allowing them to see another day so that you can be the best you. Guys, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Click the subscribe button and all notifications so you can get every bit of information that I give every time I give it. Have a nice day. Be the best you. Class is Stoutt.